G'day folks, Brenton here from the Aussie Lawn, and look, I just thought I'd do a bit of a preface to this week's video. I was hoping to get everything done with Ben. Unfortunately, we just ran out of time, so instead of this being a one episode, it's going to be split into two episodes. So this one today will feature Ben, and then the follow-up episode will be just myself, and we'll get the last of the things done that we just simply ran out of time to do. So anyway guys, look, sit back, relax. I hope you enjoyed the episode, and we'll catch you soon. Righto guys, welcome to the Aussie Lawn, and a special welcome to Ben. Ben from Lawn Tips has come to say hello.
Hello. You set that up well, man.
As you can see, the professional here, there's one of us.
This bloke, not
This
me.
one. Anyway, today is renovation day. So we're going to do some renovations on the green here, the surrounds as well. Carry on to the front lawn. Going to let Ben loose on the Sapphire Buffalo.
Oh, I love it. I'm going to enjoy this.
So I'm going to give him the Scarify. I'm going to let him Scarify some of it, so we'll see how that plays out.
Are we Scarifying? I thought we were just scalping it.
We're going to Scarify a little bit because I promised the guys that we would.
Naughty.
And I'm going to give it to you to do it, so when it goes wrong, I can blame you.
Righto, mate.
Yeah,
well, you know I don't like buffalo anyway.
Yeah,
So
so it'll be fine.
It's not that bad.
Buffalo's got its place.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, in the shady bits. So anyway, so what we're going to do some scarification here. We're going to Scarify. We're going to shave it down, try and get some more of this grass off with that little Victor of mine. Then, today being Friday, so it's Saturday morning, we've got the Lawn Doctor coming who's going to do some core aeration. So that's pretty cool. And that's what's happening.
Keen?
Keen?
Not really. No, I'm keen.
You are keen?
I'm keen for it to be over, to be honest.
Keen for it to be over.
No,
he doesn't want to be
It'll
here.
be good. I'm just going to be the slave boy.
Going to let Ben loose with the Scott Bonner 46.
Yes.
And he's primed. We've just dropped the height down. So in the past, that first horrendous episode that I did, I just went all guns blazing, lower setting, just to be half clever, I guess. And this time around, we're going to be a little bit more conservative. So going to just sort of nick into the topsoil surface by probably 5 mil or something like that.
Nice.
Nothing too dramatic. And yeah, so we'll see Ben in action here right now, I reckon. You know what you're doing with this,
You're
don't
keen
you?
to watch me in action.
Do you know how this works?
Oh, I pretend to. I know how things work, but you know.
Righto guys, so we're halfway through that now, and you would have seen there's a heap of thatch come off. I've got to be honest, Ben's done a pretty reasonable job. He could have actually almost been a greenkeeper in a past life. But look, what we're going to do now is going to continue to clean it up, and you'll notice because I'm such a kind, caring sort of a mate, I've actually got behind the push mower. I'm going to, Luke, oh, here we go. And I've left the rider mower for Ben because I'm sure secretly he wants to have a little play with that. So we're going to go over this again now. Ben's going to probably, I don't know, have you had enough Scarifying?
No, okay, go.
Righto, so he's going to scar, because I can give him the Victor.
Oh, and scalp it?
Yeah, but we'll give it another scarif. So we're going to go across again, different direction. So two times with the Scarifier. And then from there, we'll clean up properly with the rider mower. And then we'll really hook in, shave it right down with that little Victor. That's probably going to take a little bit more time because there's only sort of one machine. So I might sit back and I might have a whiskey while he's doing that. You let him loose on the mower for 5 minutes and he scalps the joint. Look at this. Righto, so day 2 now. Yesterday got pretty crazy. We didn't actually get the opportunity, I didn't get a lot of opportunity to do a lot of updates with you guys, so you would have seen it's pretty generic sort of stuff when it comes to this. Basically, you want to get as much of this grass gone as you can do. So you can see here, even though that little Victor of mine, it actually cuts really, really short, even though it goes down to 0, 0 on the turf height is still sort of the turf height. So you'll see, although it's cut away in certain areas, there's still a little bit left. That's fine, because now we're going to get, we're actually just waiting on Jason now from the Turf Doctor2U. He's coming along with his coring machine. So he's going to run over and core this area, and then we're going to bury it in sand anyway. So with Cooch, you cannot possibly over Scarify, you cannot possibly over scalp. I like to see nothing but dirt when I'm done. Considering this is such a low height of cut to begin with, that's sort of what we're with. You'll see in a minute, we'll go around the front yard and you'll see it's a lot, it looks a lot more savage, but that's just because the grass has been cut just slightly higher. So it's easier to get that Victor down to a dirt level. So for all this hard work here, what you end up with is a heap of mess to clean up. It's everywhere. So the job doesn't finish when this is top dressed. The job really only just begins. Righto, so this is what I was talking about just there a minute ago. Areas like this, that's ideally how I like to see this Cooch lawn. And nothing left really but just bare dirt. So what we're left with when you look around is just a few bits and pieces of old stolons and rhizomes there, but again, we'll core this, cover it in sand. Within a couple of days, it'll be pushing through nice little green shoots, and before you know it, we'll be mowing this again. And initially, you'll get a lot of good striping out of this, because Cooch will stripe when it's come back new and fresh, because everything is green. There's no stems of this yellow or dry material, so we should get a few nice stripes. But then, obviously, as time goes on, Cooch becomes less pronounced in its striping. Righto, so we've been pretty lucky this morning. So just an update, we've got Jason here from the Lawn Doctor2U. He's been good enough to come up and share his aeration machine with us, this aerator, this Ryan aerator machine. And what can you tell us about it, mate?
Look, aeration is part of what you need to have a really healthy lawn.
Yep.
Aeration is something that happens in agriculture and horticulture. But usually in those sort of situations, you're using a rotary hoe to work up the soil, or you're using a plough out on the fields. Getting air into the soil is a really good thing, and it's a component of really healthy soil. And on the back of really healthy soil, you get really healthy grass.
Yep.
A second part of it is decompaction. Often what will happen in a lot of lawns or sports turf situations is the top of the top layer of the soil become really, really compacted.
Yep.
And if you're spending a lot of money putting expensive fertilisers and sprays down that need to get down into the root zone, if it's going on to compacted soil, it just doesn't get in, and the next bit of rain you have leaches it and it just pushes it away.
It
runs off. So,
and that sort of happens here a little bit. So at the moment, so this should help that, because I do get a few little bit of puddling when excess irrigation or rain. So this will be really good to handle that. And you've got a greenkeeping background, so you actually also are a qualified greenkeeper?
Yes. So
you know what you're talking about?
Yeah, well, I spent, prior to running my own business, I spent sort of more than 20 years as a golf course superintendent at a number of courses in Sydney.
Sweet.
And then got out of that to start my own sort of professional greenkeeping business,
right?
Which I've been running for 7 or 8 years now, full time.
And you operate in what areas?
The Central Coast.
So Central Coast, New South Wales?
Lake Macquarie and Newcastle.
Right, yep.
So sort of cover all of that area. And this machine, the reason I sort of I got this machine is because it's really good for getting into people's backyards. It's nice and skinny to get through side gates.
So yeah, so in those new modern areas, if you've got a tighter block, with really narrow access,
Yep.
you can pretty much get this machine in their yard for them, yeah?
Yeah, it has like a zero turn turning circle, so I can get into tight corners. I can follow garden beds. I can
Yep.
get up to the edge of the corners of driveways where concrete meets. It's really good, and having the core aeration, where it actually removes the core of soil, that's really good for creating, you know, thousands or millions of little holes in the surface of your lawn, which is pathways for then water and nutrients to get in. And if you had like
Yep.
a rock hard soil or a rock hard lawn and you're trying to water and you notice after 2 seconds it's running off, all of a sudden with this you've got all these millions of holes which gets through that top compacted
So
layer.
that's what, about 4 inches?
Yeah, 100 mil.
100 mil, yep.
And that allows whatever you're applying to the surface of the grass, whether it's water or fertilizer or sprays, to get down and get into
Right.
it.
Oh, we might see this thing in action then.
Yeah, yep. Happy.
That's bloody awesome. All right, Jason, thank you very much.
No, let's get into it. Right.
I was knocked down, heard the countdown through the haze, in the face of defeat, yeah. I was ruled out, with no bailout, on my own, all alone, left to bleed out. But I rose up from the ground, just like I was spellbound. All the odds were against me, so I picked up the pace, and now I'm in the race. Give me some space. I'm a movement and I ain't losing. Gonna go, 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 go. Like a bullet, won't take no bullshit. You should know, no, no, no. I'm about to explode.
Well, that pretty much brings us to the end of a really, really crazy weekend, guys. Look, we probably bit off a little bit more than we could chew. And the reason that was, when you've got cameras and stuff going on, you're sort of swapping between getting a job done and making sure you've got some footage to show you guys. So I think next time I'm going to do it a little bit different. Like, this is a bit of a learning curve for me. It's been wonderful having you here, Ben. Thank you very much. I couldn't have done it without you. Look, guys, yeah, what can I say? Stay tuned. There's going to be more updates on this, how this recovery process comes along. Still got a few little odds and ends to tidy up. Didn't get time to do the buffalo scalp, so you escaped that one.
Yes.
So he didn't have to play with the buffalo, so he's happy with that. He didn't have to play with the buffalo. I didn't get a chance to put down any fertiliser yet. I haven't even irrigated yet. We've got rain forecast. We just ran out of time. By the time the sun went down, we were coming inside absolutely wrecked, and it was just go, go, go. So I hope this episode's turned out okay, but look, it is what it is. So yeah, anyway, Ben, thank you, mate.
All right, mate.
Been a pleasure.
Appreciate it.
Righto.